welcome back to the next episode of our Deep Elf Hedge Wizard for the Crawl Cosplay Sudden Death Tournament. Last we left off, we poked into... We was cleared up to D11, or maybe it was 12. I think it was 12. And then that's where we found Orc. We poked in... Well, we did finish most of D12, and then we poked into Orc to get a point into a branch enter, and that has appeared on our account. Now, I basically immediately started this episode, so we don't have the end yet triggered. But theoretically, I've got the branch end. We did poke into the 2 stairs available to us. The first one was iffy. The second one was a little bit more clear, but then it engaged with more people. So unless we want to keep going to D13, which arguably is harder than Orc 2, and we want to save our lair for the no lair win right here, then we have to do Orc next. So that's what's up. So let's see what we got here. You see, this is what I'm talking about. Both our entrances are like beside each other, give or take, with like people. So I probably should Mephetic to start like here. I kind of want to get like a few people up. So like maybe... See, the problem is when I'm Mephetic, they don't come up because they're confused. So I probably shouldn't Mephetic. I don't know. I should Mephetic here and just work it out. Cool. All right, and I guess I'll just rotate. Maybe I should have Mephetic there so that I only had like half of them appear upstairs with me. Maybe that was the move. But let's just kind of work this out. Okay. Oh my. Ah. Getting paralyzed going down a stair. What could I have done? I was paralyzed instantaneously. Maybe I should have switched. I should have switched stairs, I guess. I mean, you see the stair up there. God dang it, guys. Dead. Hopefully I got 3 points, though. Like, because once you're paralyzed, right? So unless you have the way to stop the paralyze, which I don't, you don't have like magic res or something, it's really down to knowing that, like, when I went down last, there was no guy who would paralyze me. So it's like I didn't even know that that was a fear. Like, there was no warlord, there was no orc sorcerer. Actually, even so, you can look up here. The orc sorcerer is here, so I should never have gone down that stair, because there is an orc sorcerer there. It's probably the same orc sorcerer, but like my last clue was sorcerer on other stair. So even if I was that observant, I would have observed that and done this stair anyway. So, dang, guys, this is hard. This game is very hard. Now let's take a look. Hopefully I did get 3 points. Where are we at here? Well, I'll be dead here. We did get 3. Okay, well, we're amongst the dead, the piles of dead with 3 or 4 points this week. Because, like, unless you cap off your god, you're going to probably die with 3 points based on everything today. Everything that's looking like. Yes, rest in peace. once again. So let's take a look at our weekly here. So we went 7, and we died on the run back from our spider. And then this one, we died because we over-engaged an ice giant and didn't fully understand the new summoning stuff. And today we died because we were actually doing pretty well, and then went down to stare an orc and was instantly paralyzed by a sorcerer, and then I was killed to death by all the stuff. So that's the summary of my weeks. Rest in peace. It was a cool character. The whip is cool. I didn't really use it that much because the ring was cool. That's pretty cool. That was very helpful to get through a lot of things and feel safe about our poison. We were able to, get a few things. I mean, I didn't get a chance to use any escapes, including my god, because it was just instantly paralyzed. And then, yeah, rest in peace. Hey, and the sorcerer himself was the one who killed me. It wasn't even, he left it to the ogre or whatever that was beside me. But yeah, thanks for watching. Classic tournament. I die almost immediately into a fresh episode. Anyway, I'll get back to finishing off my if we take a look here, we spent just under 2 hours on this character, and we'll get back to trying to finish off this level 23 Spriggan Chaos Knight of Zom in Trunk. That should be a fun series when I post it, so look forward to that. Anyway, we live and we learn, or we die and we learn, I guess, in Dungeon Crawl. Thanks for watching. Always trying to learn some new things. I mentioned in some comments the other day that my experience with Crawl kind of centers around like the 0.24 era. That was when I started playing, and so for that span of 2 versions, that was my main time to play. And so a lot of my mind in this game is locked into 0.24, 25 era. And then I kind of came back a little bit in late 29s, 30s. And so I got a light refresh on different spells and maybe some new enemies and stuff. And then now I'm kind of back in the 0.33, 34 era. And so there's a lot of weird differences that are trying to figure out. And then of course 3.4 on Trunk, as I'm experiencing on this character that you'll see probably in a little bit because it'll be at the back of the queue. There's a lot of interesting changes to 3.4 that are going to be very surprising to people who don't give it a shot beforehand. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe, all that junk, and maybe we'll live more than 4 episodes for week 4. Who's to say? They keep making these hard combos. Rest in peace, everyone else's too, because look at all that death. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you guys later.